Let's begin with Pakistan. The former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan is trying his best to make his long march successful. In the latest, the PTI Chief has compared his struggle for freedom with Bangladesh's founding father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He made these remarks while addressing party supporters in Gujranwala. In his address, the PTI Chief said that the Awami League was denied its electoral mandate, which resulted in the formation of Bangladesh. While comparing the PTI with the Awami League, Khan said that his party is the largest and sole federal party, and yet he was denied fresh elections by the government. The former Pak Prime Minister also warned that Pakistan could see another Bangladesh-style civil war, warning that the country had split into two earlier after a political party with a legitimate political mandate was denied its right to rule.
पाकिस्तान के लोगों को गुस्सा ये था कि जो उनका हक था, जो मैंडेट था, वो नहीं दिया जा रहा था। क्यों नहीं दिया जा रहा था? क्योंकि यहां एक सियासतदान उसने साजिश की, अपनी कुर्सी के लिए उसने ईस्ट पाकिस्तान की पार्टी जो इलेक्शन जीत गई थी उनको हक नहीं दिया। वो उस सियासतदान ने पाकिस्तान की फौज को उस पार्टी के खिलाफ खड़ा कर दिया और नतीजा ये हुआ कि पाकिस्तान टूट गया। लंदन में बैठा हुआ भगोड़ा है और इस मुल्क की सबसे बड़ी बीमारी जरदारी।
While addressing the rally, Pakistan's ousted Prime Minister also challenged former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to an electoral contest. The PTI chairman also urged the Chief Justice of Pakistan to look into the custodial torture of PTI leaders Azam Swati and Shehbaz Gill. And for more analysis, we are now being joined by Imtiaz Gul from Islamabad. He's a senior journalist. Imtiaz, thanks for joining us on the broadcast at this hour. Another rally by Imran Khan and some strong, insightful words being used. The PTI chief has compared his struggle for freedom with that of Bangladesh's founding father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, of course. How do you view this statement?
Well, I think it's coming from a man who is really upset, who is angry about the way he was ousted from power in April. And I think the more he moves on, the more he's talking about the impediments that are being created in his way. And currently, I think he is just one person pitched against the rest of political stakeholders. And those stakeholders also include Pakistan's security forces, which have been like an essential part of Pakistan's security metrics. And this is what Imran Khan has basically leaned on quite a bit in an attempt to, what he says, neutralize the influence of the military establishment.
But does it justify using such a powerful statement just to neutralize that effect, as you mentioned?
Well, look, I mean, he considers himself as an aggrieved party, and any aggrieved person, particularly a former prime minister, I think is very much in his right to invoke such inferences from the past. This has kicked up a controversy here, but nonetheless, the issue is that Bangladesh today is a thriving country, is much more ahead of Pakistan in terms of economic progress as well as financial health. So I think this is a metaphor that Imran Khan drew just to underline the current political and economic situation of Pakistan.
Right. Just wrapping up our discussion here, Pakistan's former Premier Nawaz Sharif has directed his younger brother and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif not to engage in any talks with the former Premier Imran Khan, who is currently leading this march. Now, how do you view this statement? Do you think he will follow this advice?
Well, precisely this is the paradox that afflicts Pakistan's politics. And it's an aberration that somebody sitting in London actually, as per law, is a wanted fugitive. So he is trying to influence and direct the government in Islamabad. And this is what has emboldened Imran Khan also to offload his narrative against the brothers as well as against former President Zardari. So these paradoxes basically served as a fuel, as a ammunition for Imran Khan to fire at the forces of status quo in Pakistan.
Right, absolutely. Imtiaz, thank you so much for all those insights and thanks for joining us on WION. And now for an on-ground picture, what's happening in the country? We are now being joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik. Anas, give us a sense of what's happening on ground. How are Imran Khan's words being perceived?
Well, on the ground, Imran Khan continues to march, Priyanka, and Imran Khan's words have been taken with a pinch of salt because he's been somebody who's been directing his anger both towards the civilian government and towards the military establishment. More so to do with the political government that is in power. As days pass, he's got numbers, but not those promising numbers that has been his hallmark, and that is why the government seemingly don't seem to be that tensed at this point of time. But of course the situation can change as and when his march gets closer and closer to Islamabad. He was earlier scheduled to get to Islamabad by the 4th of November, rather on the 4th of November, but today a new schedule that has been issued says that he'll be here a week late and he'll now be arriving on the 11th of November in Islamabad. By that time the PTI expects that the permission issues from the court that would be sorted as well, so then there would be some underlying arrangement with the government or with powers that be that would allow his procession to move forward. But the bigger question at that point would be the numbers, and in case if he has bigger numbers, then the government might feel the need to panic. Priyanka?
Right, Anas, thanks so much for all those inputs and thanks for joining us. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.